Welcome back to Marbella Now. My name is Nicole King.
Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day. Halfway twisted.
The first time I heard the name of my first guest was on social media, because suddenly this Moon started liking everything I was doing. And I thought to myself, that's an interesting name. And then at one of the breakfast meetings of Business First, Sam Campbell's networking group, I met this lovely, charming lady named Virginia. And guess what? She's Moon, and she's with us today on the programme. Virginia, welcome. It's so nice to actually have a chance to really chat.
Thanks so much, Nicole. It's a pleasure coming to your program and meeting you in person.
You're a very cheerful person, and I have to say that the name struck me. Moon, it's interesting, and then suddenly you were there, and very nice to then actually meet in person. You have a very, I don't want to say a healing aura, but it's a very calmness about you. So I'm sure that a lot of what you do has to do with your just natural state of being, or is this a learnt way of being that you've acquired over the years?
Yeah, it's a learned a way that I had to learn in life what I wanted to transform, because my nature is very active and my mind was very like monkey mind. So I had to learn that, and then I had to explore the other side, that is the calm. That I had it, but it was hidden.
Where are you from? Where did you grow up?
I'm from northern Spain. I grew up, well, I was born by the Mediterranean Sea, in a place that is warm as Costa del Sol in Cartagena. But I was, my parents went to live to Valladolid, that is Castilla León capital. It's a cold, nice city, but very cold. So I was raised there.
And then what brought you to Marbella? How was your travels that you've ended up here with so many of us that just come and get enchanted by the city and stay?
Well, I visited Costa del Sol for holidays during 3 years, because with my sister, and I think that maybe like 15 years coming here to explore the Costa del Sol, but not Estepona area is where I live.
It's beautiful, isn't it? And so different. Each area along the coast
Yeah.
has its own particular charm.
Definitely. So I came to live here after living in Latin America, because I was chasing the sun. So once I decided to come back to Spain, I decided to come to Costa del Sol.
And this is where you're now launching Moon, or is this something that you've been doing for a while and you're just sharing it with us now?
Well, under Moon brand, it was born here in Costa del Sol.
And what does it mean? What's a moose? I know what a moon is, but what's a moose?
Well, that's a long story that I will try to make it short. Moon, it's about, because my business is about self-growth, about optimizing our physical and mental health. That's mainly. I wanted to remark the yin side of myself. And Moon has to do with the yin energy, with the feminine energy, with the nurturing, caring energy. And as in my past professional life, I was more young. I started as a lawyer, and I was like very different, analytical and very rational. I wanted to give that sense of femininity.
I think it must, one would think it must enhance what you do now, the fact that you've worked in that strict, organized, controlled, legal atmosphere, to then catch where most of us make the mistakes in life that we miss out on so much because we're caught up in the urgency and the importance of things that really are not that urgent and not that important, as we all saw during the lockdown. Suddenly everything just stopped, and we all began, I think, to prioritize in a different way of what matters to us most. What matters to you most?
To me, living a serene life.
I like that.
Yeah, it was something that it may sound weird, but it's something that I longed since I was a kid. Maybe because I was very active and I wanted to achieve that serenity that gives you the peace to enjoy life even in hard times.
Exactly, it's just the attitude that we put towards it, but very difficult unless we are consciously aware of self-control, which is, I'm sure, where your teachings, if I can call them that, come into play, is helping people learn where they're missing out, how we are falling out. Even I imagine with self-talk, we're very detrimental when we, oh, I'm so stupid, or I can't do this, and so it must be a lot of different aspects. Which ones do you focus on when you're helping people in your sessions?
Well, I work both with individuals and companies. So depending on what they want, I maybe if with individuals, maybe they are in the self-knowledge path. So we may use mindfulness session to be aware about our thoughts, about our emotions, because if we manage them, we will be able to live a calmer life. And with companies, to advise to create healthy work environments where people can work in a productive, efficient environment. So to create teams. And that has to do a lot with self-knowledge, because if you don't know yourself, how can you integrate a team?
I think for a lot of people it's very difficult to self-analyze and to be aware because of the daily commitments, obligations. So I think the first step must be catching oneself and thinking, oh, maybe I could ask for help, which I think in itself is difficult for people to do, to realize that they need help. What little things could you tell our viewers that are signals, little red flags that we like, oh, I do this, oh, I think that, oh, okay, maybe it would be okay to speak to someone, because I don't think we think there is help out there. This only happens to me, no one will understand, it's that kind of aspect.
Well, I think that we all may notice when we are living a stressful life, when we don't have the peace to enjoy our family, our work. So when we feel that our mind has a lot of noise, that's one of the first signs, a lot of noise, and you don't find the peace, even if you are at the beach and you want to do something, you want to, you do want activity, you are not able to enjoy doing nothing.
Are there ways of controlling that, of being in that moment of anxiety, realizing it and then having tricks to address it, or do you just have to wait for it to just fade away?
Well, some tricks are, for example, when you have a very repetitive thought and you are stuck in that thought, imagine that it's like a cloud that passes away, but you have to imagine, not let it get stuck. So the moment you start to overthink this and this, okay, blow and let it go. So it's one of the tricks. There are many, because mindfulness have a lot of practices and tricks to do on a daily basis. So it's one of the tricks.
I feel that you're kind of spiritual as well, not necessarily religious, but I feel that you have a spirituality around you, not something necessarily that you can share with all your clients, but I imagine that, I don't know, I feel like you do Reiki and that you do, I don't know, what kind of things do you delve into? Give us an idea who Virginia is, the scope of the things that you find interesting.
Yes, as you said, spirituality is not about religion. Of course, that you can practice, you can develop your spirituality through a religion, but it's very respectful, but it's not necessary. I think spirituality, because it comes from spirit, and spirit, it's about inspiration. So what inspires you in your life, what is connected with your true being, with your essence. And so there are many ways to delve into spirituality. One could be meditation. The other one could be creativity. When we create, we are connected with our true essence. What are you creating that is born from you? So creativity is another way for spirituality. And I would say that those two are the ones that I practice.
Well, those are beautiful practices. I have to say that the same thing, when you feel inspired and creative, everything just seems to flow. And even at work, I say that I used to work hard, but now I work happy. And it just seems to have much better results. You're getting on a different vibe, and everything seems to just vibe in harmony with that. If people would like to have a session with you, do you go to a clinic? Do you go to people's homes? What's the format?
Yeah, it depends on the client. I can go to people's home, to the workplace, and also I collaborate with some centers, physiotherapy center, and where I have different sessions in different places. So it depends, and it depends, of course, on the kind of session, because sometimes I do mindfulness and qigong.
What's that?
Qigong is the translation is the art of the energy, or working the energy of your being in both, in three levels: body, mind, and spirit, because we are a whole being in those three realms. So you work basically with movement, breathing, and intention. So it helps you to be in shape, healthy, but also your mind focus, because while you are practicing the movements and you are breathing, you are focused on that intention. So your mind is like a meditation with movement. So I can do that also on the beach. That's a perfect place.
A perfect
when
place.
We have perfect places here to practice.
Wonderful. So if anybody feels that they would like, because I feel that it's like just having a nice chat. A session would be coming and chatting with you and just getting things off one's mind, and then having the experience and the peaceful mindfulness of Virginia Moon to, I suppose, guide through the different steps of just how to be more aware. I suppose that is the objective, how to be aware, to control our being, our emotions, our reactions.
Sure. And also, there are different techniques, because I'm specialized on Chinese metaphysics, and there are different techniques for self-knowledge. One of them is astrology. And through astrology, you can get to know more about your potential, your personality, your strengths, your weakness. So it's a way also to be aware of why my mind works like this, why I have the tendency to be pessimistic, why. So it's a very useful tool.
It's amazing how many people don't respect astrology as such, and yet it's in every newspaper, magazine. Everyone runs to read their horoscope. So you really do feel that there is a lot of influence in our birth, I suppose, moment of birth.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, astrology has been taken not seriously, but let me tell you that even a scientist from this 20th century, as David Bohm, who is one of the quantum physics fathers, he developed different theories to explain that through mathematics, integrals, that 90% of the people, their lives can be predict it step by step through mathematical patterns, because we are energy and you can calculate that.
It's true.
So
we're in the matrix. That's all there is to it. We're in the matrix. And as we're in the matrix, let's take control. Let's go to the remote controls, take control of our vessels, and make sure we live our best life. Virginia, I hope you'll come back another day. We can talk. We'll start from there. The Chinese metaphysics, quantum physics. I find that fascinating. Virginia Moves Moon, thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much.
Isn't that cool? So watch this space, because Virginia will return soon. That's not a threat, it's a promise. And right now we're going to a quick break, and then I'll be back in just a moment.
Alright guys, so I'm the designated driver tonight, so I'm going to choose the Zero Hero place. So all of my soft drinks are for free. And if you want to go somewhere else, just check out the Facebook, Instagram or the zerohero.es website for any of the bars, discotheques or restaurants on there. I'm happy to go anywhere you want to go, as long as it's Zero Hero.
Zero Hero, welcome here at the Gaucho de Banús.
Welcome to Lemongrass, Doña Lola. Thank you very much.
Last week, my CIT Marbella guest of the week was Ana Lopez of Boho Club Marbella. Boho Club is one of my favourite places. It's 5-star. It's exquisite. They serve food from 8 in the morning until midnight every single day. It's also a little boutique hotel. Well, actually, it's growing quite a bit, so not so boutique at the moment. They are open to the public. A lot of people think they aren't. And one of the things I can highly recommend, because I went there, is the new Flamenco Thursdays. They have an Andaluz patio. There was a Spanish guitarist and a couple that were dancing flamenco, and it was just a delightful evening. I can only but recommend it highly that you check out the Flamenco Thursdays at Boho Club Marbella. Here's a little snippet of my visit. See.
Buenas noches.
Bienvenidas.
Muchísimas gracias.
Que disfrutéis.
Gracias.
Just recently, we lost our dear Jesper Sander Pedersen. He was the president of the Costa Press Club, of which I'm a member, an avid supporter of his homeland, Denmark, and someone that we are going to truly, truly miss. Unfortunately, he was unwell for some time, and he didn't recover. My deepest sympathies to his family and his friends. We had a tribute to him, I got goosebumps, at the Costa Press Club Summer Gala that we celebrated a few weeks ago, and I thought it'd be nice just to share a snippet of the moment and a photo of Jesper. And although he's no longer with us, he will always be with us in our memories and in our hearts. I really miss you, Jesper, and I'm so honoured and delighted that I got to meet you, to know you, and appreciate the love that you have for your country. It was truly inspiring, an inspiring person. My CIT Marbella guest of the week is Kensington Finest Properties. I'm going to say that properly. Kensington Finest Properties. Sounds ever so posh, and I'm delighted to meet Jose de la Maza, who's heading up the whole thing in Andalusia. Jose, welcome to the programme.
Thank you so much, Nicole. Very happy to be here with you today.
I really, when I saw the title of your company, I just love it. Coming from London myself, to see, you know, Kensington's finest, one likes that. It gives a very luxurious feel to the company before you start. So congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. Actually, Kensington Finest Properties International is a multinational group, real estate agency operating in the luxury segment. We are new to the Andalusian market. We just started our operations during past year, 2022.
Enhorabuena, buenísima. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Obviously, well, as we all know, real estate in Costa del Sol, it's a very advanced market. It's a very sophisticated market. So a brand like us, which is a Swiss company, despite the
interesting,
the
it's a Swiss
name,
company, clever
there
Swiss
is
company.
an interesting and long story behind the name, but actually it's a Swiss company now with a strong presence in the Central European markets, especially Germany, Austria, Switzerland. In Spain, we are operating in the Balearic Island, Mallorca, Ibiza, and then Madrid, Barcelona, and we just started with Andalusia.
Now Andalusia. So is it like a franchise setup?
Yeah, it's an international network of franchisees. So In Spain, the brand is expanding through master license agreements. So for us, for example, we are a Malagueño company, but we have the license to expand the brand in Andalusia.
So that's an exciting project for you personally.
Yeah, it's exciting. I love real estate. I've been involved in real estate for the last 20 years in my career, and yeah, it's it's a lovely sector. And especially in these days that it's really doing very well.
And what a great way to expand without you having to do it all yourself, in the sense you're just acquiring an established network. You can then make referrals between each other, and then gives you this multinational, international company.
Yeah, that was our idea when we started with my partner. We wanted to bring also some international, let's say, value added to the sector, because, as we said, it's very competitive. But at the same time, the brand is trusting on local partners, local people, myself being from Malaga city, from Pedregalejo. So yeah, we have a very good combination, and at the same time we also benefit from being part of a strong international network.
So at this moment, it's obviously the very beginning stages. You're looking to make sales, as one would assume,
obviously,
but also to bring other companies from around Andalusia into the fold, into the group?
Yeah, exactly. That's our idea. We are in the business of selling properties, both residential and commercial, but we are also in charge of the expansion of the brand. So in order to do that, we are looking for potential partners, people that they have their own real estate agencies, or they are entrepreneurs. They want to start up a business in the real estate sector with us. So that's something that we are pursuing. Yeah, I think something which is differential to Kensington is that we see ourselves in the business of helping people, not really selling properties. In the sense that we look for opportunities to develop our people, to grow within our brand, within our partners, and that's, I think, it's a differential, because we put all our focus in how our people grow, because we grow helping our clients in their real estate needs, and at the same time, if people grow, the brand will grow, and it's a positive dynamic.
I was having actually a conversation earlier on today about the real estate industry and how it's changed over the years here in Marbella, the Costa del Sol, and undeniably years ago it was a very aggressive sell. And I think it's refreshing and encouraging that more companies take the approach of Kensington to put the emphasis on the relationship.
Yeah.
And if it's not a sale this week, it'll be next year, but at least making that bond and creating that connection, as opposed to just trying to sell anything, yes, at any cost.
Absolutely, that's I think that's the point, that the real estate industry, as many others, are changing very fast, especially after COVID. It's true that it has been let's say, a traditional industry, not embracing changes probably during a number of years, but it has changed a lot. Also, especially in the luxury segment, the profile of the client is changing a lot. It's more young people that it used to be, more tech-oriented, people that buy the houses to spend more time compared to what they were spending before. So the profile of the client is changing. I think the operators, we need to change also and adapt. As you said, it's very important, even for international brands. We need to understand that it's people that builds the relationship. So I think something, a very important trend we are seeing these days is that the agent has a very, very, very important role. It has always been, but now even within our brands like us, it's first the agent, and then the brand can help, can be an umbrella, can of course give trust and everything, and systems and everything. But at the end, people are gonna rely on Nicole or Jose to sell their houses, to buy their houses, because that hasn't changed. Which is a house, it's where you put your life, and it's really important.
It is. At the end of the day, they're putting their trust in you.
Yeah.
Even if you've got that major big company behind you, the face is you, and it's a lot of responsibility when it comes to the amount of money one invests on a home or a second home.
Yeah, but exactly with me and our team of team leaders and advisors in the different regions. They are the CEOs of their own business as independent agents, and yeah, I think it has never been a better moment like now to really being a professional in this industry. Not only because you can make a lot of money if you are doing well your job, but also because of the let's say of the reward you can get on really building these relationships and giving professional advice and feeling well doing that. Not, as you said, in the past, like just being very aggressive.
They used to lock the people in. Lock them, they were doing the, what was it, the time sharing. They used to lock people up. I mean, not even let them out until they signed. I mean, the days that we have seen on the Costa del Sol.
Yes, that was hardcore selling.
That was hardcore. That was really hardcore. I imagine having the parent company in Switzerland,
yes,
and having these Nordic and Scandinavian countries, it gives a lot of nice leads for you as well of those people, because they are in droves coming over to warmer climates. So that must be for anyone thinking of maybe joining up to Kensington Finest Properties as an agent. One would imagine that a lot of people are coming and that they're forwarding you clients as well. So that's a nice way to get started with locals and those looking to invest.
Yes, definitely. Now these days we are seeing more than 90% of our leads from foreign markets. And also, well, you know, traditionally the British market was, well, it's still the larger, but what we are seeing these days is that the market has diversified, expanding enormously in terms of the base of countries and clients. In our case, our brand is very well recognized with German-speaking clients, so, and also in Central Europe overall. That's where, you know, people are telling us, look, I come from Ibiza, I come from Mallorca, I know your brand, I'm working already with them, and yeah, we have a very important part of the business which comes from these markets.
Well, you must be very happy as you've gone forward with Kensington Finest Properties to get that good feedback from the other offices, because it is a hashtag better together that all of you are making up the whole of the company and giving it that wonderful reputation.
Yes,
so congratulations.
Yes. Thank you so much.
We'll have to come back on the programme in a few more months when you've got a little bit more in it and tell us how it's going.
I will be very happy to come back.
But I'm sure you could be successful. That ilusion, that enthusiasm for starting off a new project.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
It was really lovely to meet you, Jose. Best of luck. Pues que bien, ¿no? Nuevas empresas in our city. Don't go away, because we've just welcomed our CIT Marbella Guest of the Week, but there is a lot more to come after the break, because it's all happening in Marbella. Crazy, the summer's here.
Zero Hero, welcome to the Secret Garden. We welcome you.
Hi guys, Kazakhstan is proud to welcome the Zero Heroes. So come on in and enjoy free soft drinks for anyone who is the designated driver. Thank you, Nicole.
So here we are at Everest. Very cool.
Yeah.
Stickers going up.
Hi, my name is Govinda. I'm from Everest. Welcome to Zero Hero, to Everest Fusion, to enjoy your cocktails, drinks, and happy hour as well. And food, of course, is delicious. Thank you.
Thanks to Marie-Noelle Erise of Marie-Noelle Communications, I was delighted to attend the gala at the Club Med Magna Hotel for the foundation created by Cesar Scariolo. He was the national selections coach for the Spanish basketball team. Everybody knows him very well. I know him through the foundation, and I'm very, very proud to see that in the nearly 15 years that the foundation's been going, how it's grown, how respected it is, and how much they do for the local families and children that are unfortunately subject to cancer. Well done to everybody involved in the gala. Got goosebumps again. It was a beautiful evening and a little bit different. The entertainment was provided by Wenare, and this meant beautiful classical ballet and pianist. It was a delight, so much so that I really feel that it's worth dedicating a good slice of this week's programme to share that exquisite entertainment with you, because they came over to Marbella just for this, and I think it was well worthy of sharing.
Buenas noches.
Okay. Oh my God.
So this is quite a great turnout. You must be feeling proud of the years that you just keep going, and somehow you get there and you get things done. It's quite impressive.
Yeah, I'm really kind of overwhelmed from seeing so many friends back together after 2 years of interruption because of the pandemic. We could, restart this tradition of, I would say, a dinner between friends more than a formal gala. But I'm really, really thankful for all these people who are supporting the foundation, who are really helping us in developing our job, helping people, kids and families with different kind of cancers in the south of Spain.
Your foundation has really blossomed since the first year. It's amazing. It's such a consolidated, well-known, respected cause. what would you like to just give the viewers a message how we can help from home?
Well, it's true. I mean, we are getting into our 15th year of activity, and it's true. We grew. We as you said, consolidate ourselves into a foundation which has credibility, transparency. We are small. We respect and admire big foundations, which are supporting the research, science oriented foundation. But we are a social oriented foundation. We help directly kids, families with personal support, economical support, social support, psychological support. And what we wanted is to try to make it a little bit easier for these people of our hurt, we can say, right here, the Malaga land, the south of Spain, to go through this really difficult moments, the therapies, how tough they are, with a little bit more of a smile in their faces.
Well, you put a lot of smiles on a lot of faces tonight.
Definitely.
And I wish you congratulations and many more years of success in helping others. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Una gran gala.
¿Qué tal?
Vamos a hacer comunidades. Una llamada a los pasajeros para llegar a este viaje que vamos a disfrutar con
Me alegro verte.
enseguida poder prorrogar esta gala. Claro, de nuestra Fundación La Transparencia. Gracias. Vamos a ver el vídeo que están grabando los compañeros con una estrella.
if you've never been to the restaurant Tomodachi in Nueva Andalucía, then you're like me, because I've never been there either. But it is their 2nd anniversary, and they're doing a little celebration to commemorate that amazing achievement. Anything that lives past 18 months in Marbella, for me, is doing exceedingly well. But as you've never been, and I've never been, let's go together and find out just what it's like. Banti, first of all, thank you for the invitation.
No, you're welcome.
And congratulations.
Thank you so much.
To survive 2 years in Marbella is a very good sign.
Exactly, exactly. I've seen some restaurants that opened same time as we did, and you know, they're closed now. So you know, I'm lucky to be surviving. Let's say.
I'm sure it's more than luck. You're a very qualified and prepared young man. You've had a fascinating history with Nobu, traveling the world, and you now come back to bring Japanese Peruvian fusion to your own place.
Yes, exactly. Well, you know, working for Nobu, you know, for many years, and you know, also going around to Saudi, Singapore, where not, you know, like it gave me confidence also. Like, you know, I always wanted to open my own place, and you know, Nobu gave me the foundation. And you know, here I am, you know, trying to, you know, put a stamp on Marbella of Tomodachi, and you know, I'm struggling, and here I am surviving. Let's say, not struggling, surviving.
Surviving, more than surviving. We're going to all join in to ensure that this continues to be successful. What does Tomodachi mean?
So Tomodachi basically means friends in Japanese. So we want this place to be like, you know, when you come to your friend's house, you know, all your worries are outside this door, and you enter your friendly zone. You know, so you know, you are comfortable. That's why when we work, we're wearing casual clothes and stuff. So we're not, you know, people are not intimidated with a suit jacket and stuff. So, you know, it's a friendly environment.
And your price ranges are?
Well, my price range is reasonable. You know, obviously, you know, looking at working at Nobu, and you know, of course, you can't compare with Nobu because that's the brand itself. So, you know, we have a good quality products. You know, like with a high standard, you know, everything is fresh, you know, top quality with a great price for the area. So
I'm very, very, very proud of you, very happy for you, and I wish you many years of success to come.
Thank you so much.
Looking forward to trying it and then coming for dinner. Sure. I didn't realize you were here. I'm glad I got the invitation, and now I know what's here.
Yeah, well, in the beginning, we didn't want this place to, you know, we didn't want to do a lot of promotion. So we want this place to be like a hidden gem where people discover this place. So here we are. So not doing promotion was a mistake from my part, because nowadays, you know, everybody's on their phone and social media. So, you know, I just wanted to reach out to many people as possible so that they could, you know, come to our 2nd year anniversary, try the food, and then, you know the place basically.
I think you did the right thing. You got it all right, and now it's right. You can tell everyone to come.
Good. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Let's let the guests come in now.
All right, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
It's PJ. It's Hannah.
Yeah, I'm like first.
Just recording.
Here, I'll put you guys in. And it's quite incredible. When I go to, they're asking me.
And I know you, you know. coming.
Thank you for the invite. It's so delicious. Definitely gonna recommend it to the clients.
Good to have you guys.
Where are you from, Bansi?
Sorry?
Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Nepal.
Oh, yeah?
Good to see you guys.
Gracias.
Give us our petitions. Yeah, that's where all the people. No me parece caro, 5 euros. Hello, Nicole.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Hello, Ben. All these surprise faces.
Well, that's it for another week. Thank you so much for joining me and my guests, accompanying me to the beautiful happenings that are going on in our glorious city. If you'd like to be part of the show, drop me a line. I'd love to hear from you. And if it's suitable, of course, I'll bring you on the programme. No charge, so drop me a line and let me know. I'd also be very grateful if you would follow our zerohero.es website, where we offer free soft drinks to the designated drivers. Great bars, restaurants, hotels, even the casino in Marbella offering that free soft drink to designated drivers to create a little bit more road traffic safety awareness in our party city. Also check out my column, Marbella Moments in the Euro Weekly News. Links to everything in my website, nicoleking.es. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing my guest messages. Thank you for taking care of yourselves, looking after each other, and joining me again next week for more of what's going on behind the scenes in Marbella right now.